In Pokemon VGC 2024, different weather conditions can make or break a team, but when it comes to sand, it's clear why it's the least popular choice. Here's a look at why sand just doesn't stack up against other weather conditions like rain, sun, and snow. One big reason sand isn't used as much is because it doesn't offer the same kind of boosts that the other weather conditions do. Snow, while it doesn't boost attack power, gives a hefty 50% defense boost to ice types. Sand, however, doesn't provide any similar buffs to ground or steel types, and while it does boost rock types, there aren't many good rock types right now, which puts it at a disadvantage. Another issue with sand is that it actually harms Pokemon that aren't ground, rock, or steel type, and this constant damage can be a headache, especially for Pokemon like Chenpa that rely on the Focus Sash item to survive hits. In sand, these Pokemon can't use Focus Sash effectively because they'd just be worn down by the sandstorm, forcing them to use less optimal items. Tyranitar, the main Pokemon that sets up sandstorms, isn't having a great time in the current meta. Strong Pokemon like Urshifu, Koraidon, or Kyogre can hit Tyranitar hard or change the weather, making it tough for Tyranitar to stay relevant. Unlike Snow, which lets Blizzard hit perfectly every time and benefits from Ice's strong offensive power, Sand doesn't have any unique moves that get better in Sandstorm. This means that Sand team don't really have any powerful, reliable moves to use, making them less effective. Rain and Sun boost water and fire moves, making them stronger and more threatening. Sand doesn't do the same for ground, steel, or rock moves, which means Pokemon using these types don't get any extra firepower. This lack of offensive boosts makes Sand less appealing. The abilities that work with Sand, like Sand Rush, Sand Force, and Sand Veil, aren't very useful. Sand Rush, which doubles a Pokemon's speed in Sand, is the only one that sees much use, but it's easy to counter by simply changing the weather, which makes it unreliable. This makes building a strong team around Sand pretty tough. Lastly, there aren't many strong Pokemon that can benefit from the Sand. Excadrill, one of the best Pokemon to use in Sand, is outclassed in the current meta. It just can't keep up with the more powerful and versatile Pokemon around. Without strong Pokemon to take advantage of Sand, it's hard to justify using the Sand team. It doesn't offer helpful buffs, causes damage to many Pokemon, has a main setter that struggles in the current meta, lacks unique moves, doesn't boost any offensive types, has underwhelming abilities, and doesn't have many strong Pokemon to take advantage of it. As a result, Sand teams are overshadowed by Rain, Sun, and Snow, which offer more benefits and fewer drawbacks. Thank you all for watching.